Okay, here's how the mucked up Nazarene social justice movement works. If you go to Nazarene.org, back in 2015, they did an article announcing that the denomination Church of Nazarene launched a global youth justice movement. Now, a lot of this youth justice movement that they refer to repeatedly as a global justice movement, talks about sanitizing water. I have a hard time linking sanitation and clean water to a youth justice movement. So what they're doing is they're conditioning people to hearing these words so that when they need to use them in different manners in the future, that people will have become accustomed to thinking, oh, well, the youth justice movement provided clean sanitation to people in Africa and clean water to people in Southeast Asia, that kind of thing. They use a website. They refer to the website justicemovement.com. And if it's justicemovement.com, why is it all about clean? It seems like they're making it about clean water. Now here's where it gets a little weird. At their justicemovement.com, it says the Justice Movement is a unique partnership between Nazarene Youth International and Nazarene Compassionate Ministries. This movement is a collective voice for justice and compassion in the world. Okay, that's nothing to do with we're going to give people we're going to give people clean drinking wells. That's a big statement. The movement is a collective voice for justice and compassion in the world. It is made of kids, students, young adults, families, and churches who believe they can make a difference in our world. Wherever you are, they can't even write. Wherever you are at in the world, however old you are, you can promote justice by making your just move, and just move is capitalized, okay? That kind of sounds like Michelle Obama's campaign, but it's not. Whether you want to partner with the Just Water Initiative or create your own Just Move, whatever that is, that means do something to make a big difference. The Justice Movement is there to empower, equip, resource, support, and encourage. We celebrate together when young people make their own Just Move in their communities, in their world. That sounds like all those people that are marching against guns and walking out of school and all that. That sounds like something that the Nazarenes would be behind. It says make a move. Sign up for the Justice Movement email list. Join the community. Do Just Water. Learn about sanitation. Read the blog. Our approach is youth-led, holistic, and global. Poverty and justice are complex things that pervade our world. Of course, Jesus said that the poor will always be with us, so they can work as hard as they want, but they're never going to eradicate poverty if they were to believe the Bible. Those who suffer may lack material or financial resources, and they may be wronged or robbed of their human dignity, but it's far more than that. To get rid of the root causes of deep issues, we have to address the whole person, spiritual, relational, and systemic aspects that keep people trapped in the unjust situations we see. Now, remember, this is on the Nazarene Just Movement website. You got a little Church of Nazarene, little white, cute little thing sitting on the corner in your community. This is the bullshit they're really up to. The Justice Movement approaches this work together as a global church and desires to make resources available to youth in every region of the world. How many times have we heard it? Community-based. We get into the community social worker kind of, Saul Alinsky stuff, transformational. The goal of the movement is to work beyond community. Now, they quote the Book of Amos, chapter 5, verses 21 through 24. Now, they're using the Message Bible. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the Message Bible, but it sounds like a really rotten Maya Angelou poem gone bad. I know why the caged bird sings. Or maybe Hillary, I don't feel no ways tired. It's a perversion of the Holy Bible. That's what it is. So this is what they have on their website. Justice website. Gosh, it is justicemovement.com, and they have Amos 5, 21 through 24, and this is how it reads in the Message Bible. I can't stand your religious meetings. I'm fed up with your conferences and conventions. I want nothing to do with your religious projects, your pretentious slogans and goals. I'm sick of your fundraising schemes, your public relations and image making. I've had all I can take of your ego music, your noisy ego music. When was the last time you sang to me? Do you know what I want? I want justice, oceans of it. I want fairness, rivers of it. That's what I want. That's all I want. And it sounds a little bit like Ginsburg, too. I don't know if you know the Howling and Ginsburg. That's mucked up stuff. Okay? Now, I'm going to read you Amos 5, 21 through 24 in the King James Version. And Amos was preaching in northern Israel, I believe. He's from Judah. Anyway, he says, he's speaking on behalf of God and trying to instruct the people. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols, like a violin, that kind of thing. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's the King James Version. And that's what they turned into. This is what they turned into. I can't stand your religious meetings, and I'm fed up with your conferences and conventions and your pretentious slogans and goals and your fundraising scheme. What the hell are they doing? The Nazarenes are mucked up. The Catholics, the Presbyterians, the Methodists. Catholics started it. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. This social justice movement it used to be just part of the Catholic Catechism. Does God want everyone? God wants everyone to be happy, to be healthy, to be taken care of, to be loved. Beyond that, we don't need a huge social justice movement carved out of every sentence of the Bible in order to brainwash people into other belief systems. By the time you're done with what they're telling you is the social justice movement of the Bible, they're telling you that it would be unbiblical to embrace anti-God to embrace climate change. It would be unbiblical to embrace the LGBTQ community. It would be unbiblical to embrace Muslims that do not want to assimilate and that want Sharia law. This is just nuts. The majority of people that are even saying they are Christians are worshiping a different Jesus than you think they are. They might be saying they're Christian, but it ain't the same kind of Christianity. I had someone in my family, a sibling, once say to me, well, because I have two siblings. Well, you really need to be going to church. You need to be really going to church. Well, it worked out real well for them. They never came by to see their sick parents, dying even. How well does your church work? And one of them said to me once, well, you remember that, you don't have to necessarily agree with everything at church or like everybody at a church. You just have to go to the church. I know that. But the churches are wrong. They're evil and they're teaching bad things. I'm not going to go force myself for 1 hour on Sunday morning to be with a bunch of people who are worshiping a false god, a god that they created. I'll tell you one thing that the Catholics did better, and that was every morning they have a Mass. Jesus isn't just for 1 hour on Sunday morning like it is for the Protestants. It's an everyday thing for Catholics. I consider Catholicism a cult, but they did a lot of things right, which I think Protestants could have still been around and been a viable force to be reckoned with had they incorporated Jesus Christ into everyday life instead of relegated him to 1 hour early Sunday. Get it out of the way quick so you can go home and do your home improvement stuff. Okay? There's a really good article called on a blog called The Cult of Roman Catholicism Explained. It's at, my computer is not letting me do this. EAEC.com. And I might do that for a separate video. It is www.eaec.org/cults/Roman Catholic one word .htm. So this is a really good resource on what makes Roman Catholicism a cult. Just really, it's a few paragraphs. I'd say it's about a 3 minute read. We have such attention deficit disorder. On every website now, they're putting how many minutes they estimate it'll take you to read it, so you don't waste your precious time, because you might need to be doing a selfie on another website. That's what I got so far. It's my second video for today. I'll see if I'm going to post the first. It didn't have as much concise information as I would have liked. This is Keats Baptiste Palmer signing out for now. Yes, I changed my name, but nothing else. I've just changed my name. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.